China deploys stealthy Type 22 missile boats against U.S. destroyers in South China Sea. Built largely from aluminum alloy to save weight, the Type 22 remains a significant asset for the People's Liberation Army Navy despite technological advances elsewhere in the fleet. The Type 22, a class of fast, agile, stealthy and powerful missile boat of the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy, has been carrying out diversified missions, including foreign warship interception and rights protection in the South China Sea, a latest official media report revealed. According to the report, during an unspecified training mission, the Type 22 missile boat commanded by Yang Wu from the Navy of the PLA Eastern Theater Command, received a sudden order to intercept a foreign warship intruding into Chinese waters at an undisclosed maritime region. The foreign warship has a displacement of approximately 8,000 to 9,000 tons, while that of the Type 22 missile boat is just over 200 tons. However, despite the small size, the Type 22 fully utilized its advantages, including high mobility, high stealth capability and strong firepower, allowing the boat to immediately arrive at the scene, support its positions and deal with the foreign warship. This showed that the Type 22 missile boat, despite having been built some 20 years ago, continues to play meaningful roles thanks to its unique capabilities. As maritime tensions between Beijing and Washington escalate in the South China Sea, the People's Liberation Army Navy is reinforcing an asymmetric naval strategy centered on lightweight, agile, and stealth-capable platforms. On April 28, 2025, China's Global Times reported the active deployment of Type 22 fast attack missile boats for intercepting foreign warships and protecting maritime rights in contested waters. This revelation comes amid an intensified U.S. naval presence in the region, including the frequent deployment of Arleigh Burke-class destroyers displacing over 10,000 tons near the Spratly Islands. The Type 22 missile boat, known in NATO reporting as the Hubei class, plays a central role in China's coastal naval defense doctrine. With a displacement of approximately 220 tons, it was introduced in the early 2000s when China's Navy lacked significant blue water capability. Its design prioritizes speed, stealth, and concentrated firepower. Featuring a wave-piercing catamaran hull form and powered by 4 water jet propulsors driven by two 6,895 horsepower diesel engines, the Type 22 achieves speeds between 36 and 38 knots, with some reports indicating operational bursts up to 50 knots. Its shallow draft of 1.5 meters allows it to operate in the complex littoral environments of the South China Sea, where larger vessels face risks of grounding. The combination of speed, maneuverability, and low radar cross-section makes the Type 22 particularly suited to close-range interception missions in constrained maritime spaces. Initially developed to replace obsolete coastal patrol craft, the Type 22 entered service in 2004 and incorporates a multifaceted stealth superstructure with disruptive camouflage schemes aimed at reducing radar detectability. Built largely from aluminum alloy to save weight, the Type 22 remains a significant asset for the People's Liberation Army Navy despite technological advances elsewhere in the fleet. As reported by China's Central Television on April 28, the operational profile of the Type 22 has diversified. In addition to interception, these vessels are tasked with littoral patrols, escort missions, surveillance, and joint operations with China Coast Guard units to assert maritime claims. A notable instance cited by official media involves a Type 22 vessel, under the command of Yang Wu from the Eastern Theater Command Navy, responding to an order to intercept a foreign naval ship with an estimated displacement of 8,000 to 9,000 tons. Despite the numerical disadvantage, the Type 22 exploited its mobility, stealth characteristics, and rapid response capabilities to quickly reach and secure its operating area. Armed with 2 quadruple launchers accommodating a total of 8 subsonic YJ-83 anti-ship cruise missiles, the Type 22's offensive capability rivals that of much larger frigates. For self-defense, it mounts a 6-barrel HPJ-13 30mm Gatling gun, positioned forward, intended for engagements against small surface targets and helicopters at close range. Defensive measures also include electronic countermeasures and the deployment of jamming flares. The Type 22 is equipped with an HLJ-Q362 surface search radar, an HZF-J1A fire control system with data link capability for coordinated missile targeting, and an HZG-J1B electro-optical tracking system for visual acquisition in fire control. Its limited onboard detection range makes external sensor networking essential for maximizing its offensive effectiveness, typically relying on data from airborne assets or larger surface combatants within a broader integrated command structure. During the 76th anniversary celebrations of the People's Liberation Army Navy's founding held in April 2025, the Type 22 was showcased alongside over 30 other active vessels, underlining its ongoing operational relevance. Xinhua news agency emphasized that the Type 22 remains the first stealth missile boat, the first catamaran warship, and the first main combat vessel equipped with water jet propulsion fielded by the Chinese Navy. This combination of design features allows the Type 22 to execute high-speed maneuvers while maintaining a reduced acoustic and radar signature, key attributes for survivability and effectiveness in contested maritime environments. The sustained deployment of the Type 22 class underscores China's commitment to leveraging asymmetric platforms to challenge superior forces in sensitive areas like the South China Sea. By focusing on speed, stealth, concentrated firepower, and networked operations, the People's Liberation Army Navy aims to complicate the operational calculus for larger naval forces such as the United States Navy. In an era of evolving naval competition in the Indo-Pacific, the Type 22 remains a vivid example of how small, agile units can play a disproportionate role in maintaining strategic leverage. Wang Yunfei, a Chinese military affairs expert, told the Global Times on Monday that the Type 22 missile boat was designed and built some 20 years ago, when the PLA Navy had limited large vessels but faced with heavy coastal defense duties. This type of vessel carried its duty well at that time, being able to conduct maritime assault missions carrying anti-ship missiles and sail at about 50 knots at sea. As the PLA Navy shifts from pure coastal defense to a combination of coastal and far seas defense, after having commissioned large warships such as aircraft carriers and amphibious assault ships, the aging Type 22 missile boat can still play meaningful roles thanks to its unique capabilities, Wang said. Water is shallow near islands and reefs in the South China Sea, and boats like the Type 22 can move flexibly when larger vessels would need to worry about hitting the rocks, Wang said, noting that the Type 22 can also easily outpace other countries' vessels of similar sizes. The Type 22 is equipped with jamming flares, a 6-barreled 30mm gun system and 2 sets of quadruple launchers for a total of 8 YJ-83 anti-ship missiles, giving the Type 22 an anti-ship firepower close to a frigate more than 10 times larger than the missile boat, CCTV reported.